Hi everyone, welcome back to Amatarasu Riddle Star, episode 7, where we're about to find out if this store is normal. So, the General Butler Store, or the Butler General Store, compared to the one in episode 6, so Griffith and Noble Bookstore. So in that store, on the outside, it looks like a wooden shed with no windows, but when they, so as in Miu, Rina, Yua, and Takaya went in, they fell through, and what they see is towers and towers of books that are exquisite, out of print, and rare. And while they're falling, some books fell along with them, and these are the books that really interested Miu and Takaya. So they did buy so much stuff from there. So let's see how this one goes. So in general, all the stores in the shopping or commercial district have changed, and now they look kind of interesting and strange on the outside. So all the ordinary stores are gone. Okay, so in this store, so after the door chime rang out, what we saw was, okay, so a sheep store owner. Welcome home, master and young mistress.
羊さん？あら、お嬢様だなんて。羊さんが執事さんの格好をしてる。かわいい。
So, probably this store is more exciting and more interesting for Yua than the bookstore. So, the bookstore is owned by a large crow, and the crow scared Takaya and Yua in the beginning of the story. It's episode 1. Oh, I see. So a butler, that's a sheep. So, thank you very much, young mistress. If you don't mind, there's a mug that would perfectly suit the young mistress over there. I would greatly recommend it.
どれどれ？あら、ほんと、かわいいわね。このマグカップ、みゆちゃんに似合うんじゃないかしら。そうですか？あ、うわー、これ、うさぎのマグカップ。
Oh, because it's a rabbit mug. And it's like, well, you're kind of a bunny, so it fits you. But then again, it kind of runs into, like, I wonder what word I should use. So, generalization or stereotyping?
みゆちゃんってとってもうさぎさんが愛しそうよね。そんな感じがするわ。
Wait, rabbits don't just suit her. She is a rabbit.
あれ？この箱なんだろう。すごく大きいよ。ちょっと開けてみようか。よいしょっと。
Okay, so we see a box and it's like, so what's in there? So I'm sure we know who this person is. Wait a minute. And so he closes the box. It's like, well, wait a minute. So why is I sleeping inside that box?
愛ちゃん、一体いくらなんだろう。
So, is I-chan for sale?
売り物じゃないよ。
No.
冗談だよ。
So it doesn't sound like a joke coming from Yua. So please forgive me. The young mistress has really taken a liking to this box, and when I took my eyes off of her, she had fallen asleep in it already. I have tried calling out to her many times, but she has yet to show any signs of awakening. So, it is hard to get her up. Hey, wake up.
あと5分。
5 more minutes?
よくこんな場所で眠れるわね。ある意味技の一種と言ってもいいわ。
So I think it's like, well, the box is uncomfortable, and why would I like this box so much and sleep so heavily in there? Wake up. Time for snacks.
おやつどこだい
And that gets her up.
起きた。あ、高谷じゃないか。おやつはどこだい
Hey, so where are the snacks? No, there aren't any. Well, more importantly, don't sleep in a place like that. You're making trouble for the butler.
高谷、嘘をついたのか嘘は良くないんだぞ。せっかく寝ていたのに。
Oh, come on. I was hoping to have snacks, so you lied to me, right? Oh, sorry. Anyways, so just get out of here. So don't be in the box.
私はこの箱が気に入ったんだ。高谷、これを買おう。
Okay, so, well, I like this box, so, I want you to buy it. Thank you very much. That would be 1,200 yen, young mistress.
高谷、1200円だって。
And I tells Takaya to fork up 1,200 yen. So, and?
だからって、物を買うにはお金を出さないとなんだよ。
I know that. Well, I'm asking you, why do I have to buy this thing?
なんでって、私の欲しいものは高谷が買ってくれるって、そう決まっているじゃないか。
Well, it's for me. Hey, so how's it obvious?
おかしいな。あ、そっか。
So after saying that, I made a bewitching smile and started working her charms. So maybe if I try to seduce or make Takaya feel all good, then he will listen to me and buy the box and spend his money.
高谷、私この箱欲しいな。買ってくれないのかな
Please, 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 the box! She then drew close and rubbed her body against me. Just like Midori, I'm guessing. Wait, what are you doing? Trying to seduce me isn't going to work, you know.
そんなこと言わないで。高谷。
Oh, come on! Okay, so we get to decide if Takaya is going to basically give in to I and buy the box, or try to resist and say, no box. And I'm sure this question, or this option, it gives a point or a flag to I. So I'm sure the first one gives nothing, and the second one gives a flag to I. So let's see. So let's resist and say, no, I will not buy the box for you. I. So no matter what you do, it is not going to work. So you can try everything you want, but it will not buy the box for you. Well, just when I thought she was cool and mysterious, she acts all innocent to get my, dad and mom to spoil her. She plays around a lot, and this time she's trying to seduce me. What a slippery little cat. Oh, okay, so I managed to get my parents all happy and kind of just get their approval. And it's now she's doing the same thing to me, and that's not good.
消せないな。こうすると高谷は何でも買ってくれるはずなんだけどな。
Okay, I guess I'll just give up. Hey, don't think men will do whatever you want if you act that way. So don't act all sweet and charming, because it's not going to work on me.
じゃあ私が払うわね。あ、みゆちゃんにこのマグカップも。はい、羊さん。
So it looks like Rina's going to buy it instead. Okay, so that'll be 1,800 yen with that mug. Thank you very much.
いいですか？これはみゆちゃんに使ってほしいもの。
And Miu appreciates it. It's like, oh, okay, so I'll take the mug. Really? So you want to give it to me as a gift?
おー、リナは優しいな。ありがとう。あら、私のことを知ってるのね。
And like everyone else, I somehow knows Rina very well.
もちろんだよ。この箱の大きさ、硬さ、たまらないな。
So she knows about Rina-san. So just who exactly is I?
ねえ、愛ちゃんも一緒に街の探検に行こうよ。
So do you want to join us then, Ai-chan?
それは面白そうだね。じゃあまた寝に来るから、箱はここに置いといていいかい？
Okay. So if you're going to leave it here, then wasn't it pointless to buy it? Well, not at all. We have plenty of space here, so I don't mind if you use it however you wish, young mistress.
ありがとう。優しい人ばかりだね。高谷以外は。
Oh, okay, so, well, I'm happy that everyone's being all nice to me, except for you, Takaya. And I kind of like how the sheep doesn't mind that they're like, well, you bought the item, but you can use my place to store it because I have plenty of room and it doesn't really take up much, so.
タカ君は解消なしね。
But I wonder if it's going to affect how the sheep runs his hours at this shop. So if the shop is closed, how is I going to use the box? Or like, what happens if she's sleeping in there and the shop is closed? So how will she get out of the store?
たっくん、愛ちゃんに冷たくしちゃダメだよ。
But anyways, the girls are kind of upset that Takaya is being all harsh to I.
そんなことないですよ。ほら、みんなもこう言ってるよ、タカヤ。
See? You're being too mean to me.
スルー。
Well, thank you, Miu. Well, I heard you loud and clear. Still, why did it turn out like this? I was pretty sure I was being the weird one, and I was in the right. But it's like, come on, she's a girl. She would like someone to treat her very well, and you being all cold to I, that's kind of sad. And we do know that I has helped Takaya in some cases. Like when I brought Takaya home after all those weird things in episode 1.
ねえねえ、次はどこ行く？
And that's probably why his parents approve of I. So come on, be nice to someone who brought you home and pretty much saved you.
私の仕入れた情報はとりあえずここまで。今度は歩いて探してみましょうか。
So take care, master, young mistress. Or like, take care, mister. So our group left after being sent off in a fashion similar to the Butler cafe scene on television. So after that, we explored various locations. So there was a building that was shaped like a lizard for some reason, and a restaurant where a frog came out and threw food at you. Hey, that's really bad. That's kind of rude, and that's a good way to scare customers away. And every time we saw something like that, you would happily enjoy herself. Rina-san would nod to herself in satisfaction, and Miu would sweat bullets or be humbly delighted. And I wonder how Takaya reacts to all those. So before we knew it, the sun was already sinking into the west. I think Takaya is still sticking to his "it can't be a real" belief. So the sun's setting, so maybe we should go home.
もうこんな時間なの？なんか楽しいと時間過ぎるのが早いよね。そうだね。私も結構楽しかったよ。
Okay. Well, despite that, you sure didn't look surprised no matter what we saw today. So all those weird and crazy things didn't really get you all excited, didn't get you all interested, or just basically you were acting all just stoic.
私は一人でも探検してるからね。今日はみんなと一緒だから楽しかったのさ。
Oh, so it's like, well, I do visit here often, so everything's kind of like just, well, like I've seen everything and I kind of know how it goes. But the reason it's different is because I get to enjoy all this stuff with other people, like Yua-chan or Yua.
みんな一緒だと楽しいよね。友達と一緒だとすごく楽しいね。そうね。街中に不思議がいっぱいで楽しくて、なんだか懐かしい感じね。
Okay. So Rina-san murmured with that distant look in her eyes. Nostalgic. So did something fantastic like this happen before?
そうね。私が中学生でユアが小学 1,2 年の頃だから、タカ君がこの町に引っ越してくるちょっと前ね。
So what happened? Well, that's right. So I came to this town around the time I entered 3rd grade. Well, I'm perfectly fine now, but my body was pretty frail as a child, which is why I moved to this town with its fresh, clean air. So maybe he was living someplace that was pretty toxic and it was inhospitable for Takaya. So now that you mention it, I think I heard something like that once. I didn't really believe it since I figured out it was all someone's delusion.
まあ、あの頃のことについては私も全然覚えてないんだけどね。でも、なんだか懐かしいって感じちゃうのよね。お姉ちゃん。
And I wonder if Yua remembers all this as well.
ユアちゃん、どうしたの？元気ないけど。なんでもないよ。昔の話より目の前にある不思議だよ、お姉ちゃん。いっぱい楽しもうね。
And I wonder if Yua's trying to cover up something in the past. But anyways.
そうね。
So Rina-san smiled and stretched her arms.
それじゃあ、お姉ちゃんは編集者さんと打ち合わせがあるから、また後でね。
Okay, so I gotta go present my pictures and my information. And I'm not sure if Rina's going to be the one that writes the articles. Maybe the editor does that instead.
あ、そっか。小説の打ち合わせあるって言ってたっけ。じゃあ、先帰ってるね。
Okay, so it's the editor who writes the article itself, and Rina just presents that person information and pictures. Okay, so see you later, Rina-san.
リナさん、今日は楽しかったです。マグカップもありがとうございます。
So Miu-san repeatedly bowed to Rina-san.
リナ、今日は箱をありがとうね。愛用させてもらうよ。いえいえ、どういたしまして。じゃあ、またね。
Okay, so see you later. And with today's exploration complete, we part from Rina-san and head home.
今日は本当にいろいろあってワクワクしたね。お惣菜屋さんや駄菓子屋さんは前と変わってなかったけど。
Well, they were selling weird things like pink and blue crockets and candy that make your voice go one octave higher. Wait a minute. And that kind of reminds me of what happened in one episode from Dexter's Laboratory. So, that was when Dexter was getting tired of Dee Dee singing so loud. Well, it's because she had an audition coming up and she was trying to sing perfectly to impress the vocal teacher, and it was so hard for Dexter to do any experiment with Dee's loud voice, so he tried many things to get Dee to quiet down. And I don't want to go too far into that story, but anyways.
みゆちゃんは普通のお菓子買ってたよね。練ると色が変わるお菓子。楽しかった。
Oh, yeah. Well, I used to eat that stuff when I was a kid, and that brings me back.
子供の頃か。
So we continued to chat amongst ourselves on our way home when... So what happens?
誰か来る。
So someone's coming. Oh, so thanks to the art servant, the fine, fair ladies who marks the flowers and even the moon hide in shame, dost thou think of thyself a knight who hath taken in the forbidden fruit? So, do you wish to dance a condemnation in the last house died in crimson, do you? Wait, what? So, two thug-like men with bizarre speech patterns started to pick a fight with me. Wait, so why do they want to go after Takaya? Do you need something? Oh, so, what? I will invite you to the profound prison that drifts throughout eternity. Damn it. So first, the fat man with long hair and heavy makeup raised his middle finger at me. Okay, so hurry up and be guided by the North Star and immerse yourself in dreams that Pergenius with wetness in the Holy Mother's cradle, you bastard. Wait. So we can see that they're not making sense. He's also wearing makeup except with a headband and a stomach warmer, appearing more like a day laborer. The other man glared at me and growled.
何が気に入らないのかな、この人たち。
Well, it feels more like they're bored and they're trying to pick on a fight to entertain themselves.
怖いよ。
Well, I don't get what you're trying to say, like, for real, so come on, just speak coherently. Hey, so are you trying to say that I'm an angel with broken wing, damn it? And then that makes me a mad king illuminated by the light of blood-stained moon? Well, it's no good. They are too strange for me. Nah, the ha ha ha, beautiful wing maidens led here with memory, a story sealed the So I think Thug A is going to go after Yua. That's why Yua's getting all freaked out. Okay, so the fatter thug suddenly reached out towards Yua. Hey, stop! Okay, so before Takaya had a chance to stop Thug B comes in like, so take this hammer, a red emperor lightning that decides the fate of the heaven and earth. And as he said that, the thug with a stomach warmer, so he suddenly turned into a hammer. Wait a minute. So it's another creature, and I think he can transform. Wait, gah! He hammered me on the head? Wait, so what's going on? It's like I really got hit on the head with a hammer, and I wonder if Taka got a big bump on his head. Well, that's a classic. If you try to resist, I'll drop you down in the abyss of oblivion where even the sparks of life freeze over. And now my seraphim that like the down of Venus and the even of Mercury come as I to swim the earthly oceans that glow with holy light as far as the eye can see. So the thugs drew closer to Yua. Damn it. So what can I do?
まったく、だらしないね、高谷は。私がいないと本当にダメなんだから。
Wait, So, what do you mean? So at that, I walked up to the thugs with a unreadable expression on her face. So what happened next? Hey, I'm I, so stop. You'll get hurt.
偉いね、高谷。泣いてないじゃないか。
So let's see. Oh, okay. Well, like I cry after getting hit once, I'm not a child. So being hit by a hammer doesn't knock me down. There you go.
いい子だね。よし。私が高谷の代わりに怒ってあげるから、高谷はそこで笑っていてくれ。
So wait, why is I looking at Takaya with that kind of expression? So even a moon-born flower blooming in the spring of blessing must be nipped in bud if become poisonous. So the thug with a stomach warmer once again transformed into a hammer and swung out, but at the moment... So what happened? So without missing a beat, I dove in and grabbed his collar, and with a foot sweep similar to a style in judo, she threw him onto the ground. Oh, you bastard! Do you dare to bear your fangs around God by going against this, you devilish black rose with blades for thorns? Wait a minute. That makes zero sense. I label I as like some blue because her hair's blue. So, how is it anywhere close to black? Well, this time, the fat thug grew tusks similar to a walrus. Wait, so did I disappear? Wait, vanish?
ここだよ。
Oh, up here, come and catch me, or come and get me. Wait, above? And before I knew it, I was in the air grabbing his tusk, landing on his wide back, and then spun around and did a single somersault. And as a result, the fat thug was sent hurling into a wall with a crash. Okay, so I wonder if the thugs have decided to retreat after getting beaten up by I.
高谷は私がいないとどうしようもない弱虫だけど、大事な私の弟なんだ。
And I kind of like how I still sees Takaya as her ototo. It's like going, well, I can sense that Takaya's not very strong, and despite me criticizing his weakness, I still have to protect him because he's my ototo. So I glared down at the thugs.
高谷をいじめたらただじゃ済まさないよ。
Well, you aren't the first one to ever checkmate us. Well, I'm pressed. Let us be bound into a contract of darkness. In accordance with the laws of blood.
そのわけのわからない言葉遣いもやめてくれ。
So, number one, you're not making sense. And number two, who want to join you with all of those? Okay, so, alright, sure thing, boss. So, the thugs left, or like they felt... Okay, so the thugs left as they continuously bowed their heads in apology and swung their walrus tusks and hammer around.
ありがとう、愛ちゃん。愛さん、強いんですね。お安いご用だよ。
Well, that was easy. Well, you say this, well, I was pretty lame back there.
たっくんも守ってくれてありがとう。
But at least you helped a bit.
お礼なんていらないさ、高谷。可愛い弟を泣かせないためにお姉ちゃんがいるんだからね。
Oh, so like, well, it's okay because you're my ototo and I'll do everything to make sure you're all safe and you won't cry. Well, I'm sure Takaya is more resistant than that. Wait, so why are you treating me like your little brother? Or like, I'm your ototo now? Well, I guess that's what happens when you get saved by a girl.
弟扱いじゃなくて、高谷は私の弟なのさ。言ってなかったかな？
Wait, so what are you talking about? I've been an only child ever since I was born. So when did I ever have a older sister?
私は知ってるんだよ。高谷は私の可愛い弟さ。
But no matter what happens, you are still my ototo, so... Well, if you say so... So, figuring that saying anything else would be pointless, so I decided to stop talking. It's like, well, no matter what I say, the bottom line is that I'm always, or I will be, Ai's little brother.
そういえば、愛ちゃんはどこ住んでるの？家はないよ。さっきみたいに羊のところで寝たり、高谷の家にお母さんのご飯食べに行ったり、まあ適当に。
Okay.
大丈夫なの？お家がなくて。
And it kind of makes it sound pretty sad for Isaac. So you're homeless, so you're finding whatever you can to live and eat, right?
なんとでもなるよ。慣れてるから。
Well, it's okay.
ねえ、よかったら愛ちゃん、今日うちでご飯食べない？助けてもらったお礼もしたいし。お、いいのかい？ユアのご飯は美味しいからね。食べに行こうかな。
So maybe your place has good food too, based on what I ate during lunch. So I is living that kind of life. First the weird fashion sense, and now she doesn't have a home. So just how much of an enigma can she be? So I parted with the three of them, and because after that, and arrived home. So after eating dinner, I sat in the living room absentmindedly as I remember today's events. So there really were a lot of strange things going on. The town, the school have changed, and all the weird people keep showing up. It's like I'm inside a book. Well, you can't put it that way. And I do remember some movies where, like, an ordinary person gets sucked into a book, and he has to help the characters in the book to get out and return to his world. And there is one movie that I remember called The Page Master, where some boy, he lives his life on mathematics and science, and then he gets stuck at a library because there's a big storm outside, and he tries to call home but no one picks up because the phone's dead. And then the big turn of event is when all the paintings on the ceiling melt and they suck him in, and he's now part of some book, and he ends up having to help 3 different books to complete the mission. And I forgot the rest, but I just remember that big paint dragon that transforms everything. Well, can I really let myself become excited after exploring for only one day? Well, my heart did leap when I found that treasure trove of books at Griffith and Noble's. There you go. Well, it's no use. There's still part of me that refuses to get excited. And I'm afraid that talking or taking the final step across that line. But on the other hand, a part of me desperately wanted to escape from boredom. Well, it's like I don't really understand myself anymore. Well, still, I wonder what made the town like this. So what changed, or what caused it to change? So I look outside the window and mutter to myself. So outside the sky was clear, without a single cloud, as countless stars hung above, just like 3 days ago. Wait, don't tell me that shooting star granted my wish. So I think it was like, well, I want the days to be more exciting, more than just the usual boring day, everything all science, everything just following the regular patterns. So right after I thought that, I shook my head in denial. I was like, but then again, that can't happen because I made some wish that really doesn't sound realistic, and how would this happen? Or like, well, that's too complicated to explain. No, so shooting stars can't actually grant wishes. Okay, so there's a problem. So even if fantastical things are happening in reality, a shooting star could never grant me a wish, and that much is certain. Okay, so the mom's like, oh, Takaya, so could you run an errand for me? And hearing my mother's voice, I come to my senses. So what's wrong? Oh, so what do you want? Or like, what do you need that's at this hour? Oh, so could you deliver the seaweed to Yua-chan's house? Wait, so why? Can you do it yourself, Mom? Well, your mother's busy right now, and I have to heat the bath, wash the dishes, and do my daily stomach exercises. I have a lot of work to do. So, please help your mother. Okay, alright. Well, I got it. Oh yeah, so there's a lot of seaweed left over, or at dinner? Oh, that's right. So I made sure to make Ai-chan's favorite, but you just couldn't bring her over. Well then again, she likes to loaf around and go anywhere she wants, so there may be days where Ai's not interested in coming over to Takaya's place. What? So it's my fault? Come on, Mom. Haven't you been catering your food towards Ai a bit too much lately? Well, of course not. No. Hurry and go. Jeez. Alright, I'm off. So I felt like I left my house and headed to the nearby Arisu household. And let's see what happens over here. Hello?
あら、タカ君、いらっしゃい。
So come on in. So in the evening, Rina-san, so my parents told me to share some seaweed with you.
あらあら、わざわざありがとう。お使いなんて、タカ君偉いわね。
Okay, so Rina pats Takaya on his head. Hey, I'm Rina-san. Could you stop with all the patting? I'm not a kid anymore. And it kind of feels weird with you patting me like that.
もう、ほんのちょっと前までこんなに小さかったじゃないの。ほら、男の子は素直が一番よ。遠慮しないで、お姉さんに可愛いされなさい。
But it kind of reminds me of the past when you were a little boy, and I remember where I enjoyed that kind of history. Or I enjoyed that time. And there she goes again. Okay, alright. Well, I better be leaving soon, so... And the next day after school... hello, Yua. So what happened? So Yua was in a bad mood all day, so she just left without hearing what I had to say, and yesterday was an accident as well. So I don't have the 18 plus patch installed on this version, but what happened was that while Takaya was in the Arisu household with Rina-san, I believe it was that I didn't want to take a bath, so I was in the bathtub with Yua, and I didn't like it, so she jumped out from the bathtub and made an escape. And then when she sees that Takaya is here, she uses him as a shield to prevent Yua from chasing down Ai and grabbing her back to the bathtub. And little does he know, they're both naked, and I'm sure Ai doesn't really mind, but the same isn't true for Yua, so I'm sure Yua's all upset about the fact that he saw her naked. And if I remember, or based on what I read, Takaya was able to leave, but I'm sure all those memories are still burned into Yua. And yes, I will not show you the 18 plus version on this channel. So since Yua's acting like that, I guess I'll head to the library, okay? Okay, so I'm usually dragged around everywhere by Yua, but whenever she has business of her own to take care of, I often just go to the school's library room. Well, that's all right with me. Things have been so hectic lately that it's been a long time since I could just relax and read a book. Okay, so I entered the library room and headed straight for the bookshelf labeled literature. So it goes to the fiction section of the library. So what should I read today? Well, I haven't gone through the library or this one lately. And right when I reach out for a book of fairy tales, we see Miu. So something else reached out for the same book with their small head bumping into me.
ごめんなさい。
No, it was me. Sorry, wait. Miu? You?
堂本くん
So Miu was already holding a different book in her hands. Well, go ahead, Miu. So you want to read it first, right?
でもこの本堂本くんも読もうとしてたんじゃ。
But same thing with you. No, well, I read this before. I just haven't read it in a while, so I was just thinking about reading it again since I'm quite fond of it.
私もこの本あまり読んでなかったなって思って。
And I wonder if they're both speaking the truth or one's lying. They're just trying to be nice and have the other person take the book. Alright then. Well, let me read that other book you're holding on to there. And once you're done with it, So we'll read each book. I'll read your book and you'll read my book, and then when we're done, we'll switch it. How's that? Also, you can call me Takaya instead of Domato-kun, and I'll call you Miu in return. So you don't have to be all formal with me anymore. How's that?
名前はちょっと恥ずかしくてそれに
And besides? So what do you mean by besides?
なんでも
Nothing? So Miu shook her head and bashfully hid her red face behind her book. And so, the two of us headed to a table and began reading books. Wait, huh? And that's when I noticed something unexpected about Miu. Oh, so Miu, you wear glasses, right?
あんまり目が良くなくって授業中とか読書の時はかけてるの。
Oh, so I usually don't wear glasses. I just wear it when I have to look at something that's small. So, like text in a book or the writings on a blackboard or a whiteboard. And I wonder how bad Miu's vision is. Oh, I see. So she's behind me in class, so I had no idea.
変かな。
So, does the glasses look bad on me? I ask. Wait. What do you mean?
メガネかけてるの。
I'm sure it's obvious that Miu's implied that it's her glasses that is kind of strange. No, well, if I had to say that... Oh, okay, so we get to decide if Takaya's like, well, it looks good on you, or it looks kind of strange on you. So I'm sure this option is the one that decides whether or not we give Miu a flag or a point. So I'm sure that the second option, they do seem out of place. That's the one that does not give Miu a point. So that's that one. Well, true, they do seem a bit out of place, so you're kind of right.
いつもはかけてないもんね。
Well, I guess so. Well, they fit with Miu's prim and proper atmosphere, so I don't think they are that weird at all. And after that, Miu and I focus on our reading. So only the sound of turning pages could be heard in the silent library room. Well, it's been so long since I've relaxed with the book. I guess I really do love moments like this. So calm, quiet, the sounds of wind, leaves, while we're reading something exciting in these fiction books. Well, Yua doesn't really have an interest in books, so I will always read alone. But today, I have Miu with me. And even though we were just silently reading, it doesn't feel unpleasant at all. Actually, it's kind of calming. Like, even though we're not talking, it feels more fun than reading alone. That's true. And it is as being together is something natural for us. That's what being with Miu makes me feel. Well, it is so strange. We've only just met, but we're already so close. So, Miu? And then I didn't notice that Miu was silently staring at me. So, what's wrong? So, what are you talking about? No, well, I mean, well, you've been staring at my face. Don't tell me there's something on it. So, is there something on there that I don't notice? Well, there's nothing. Okay, alright. And I went back to reading after saying that, but... So Miu was looking at me again. So is Miu done reading? Or maybe she wants to talk about something since she just moved here. Well, I guess I'll try talking to her then. Oh, so Miu? So Miu, do you like to do anything besides reading?
好きなこと？鉢植えに水をあげることとか。
So, watering? That's... Oh, so you like gardening then?
ちょっと地味かな。
Well, I don't think it is boring if you do like it. Well, I like growing potted plants too. I have a bunch at home and just looking at them kind of calms me down. Okay.
そうなんだ。堂本くんも一緒なんだね。
And once again, she calls Takaya by his last name. Oh, so she smiled a little bit. So, what do you grow? Let me guess. So, carrots?
人参は鉢じゃ育てられないよ。
I wish. Oh, right. So, what am I saying? And now that I think about it, if you ask Yua to make you a carrot salad 2 days ago... Wait, do you like carrots?
甘みがあって食感がすごく好きなの。
Yes. Well, I don't think I really like eating vegetables, but I love carrots for some reason. Everyone I knew thought I was weird when I was a kid.
人参嫌いな子多いもんね。どうしてみんな嫌いなんだろう。
Well, everyone has different tastes. Yeah, even though they're delicious and have their slight sweetness to them.
でも、卵のお料理はちっちゃな子はみんな好きだよね。 私も好き。
Yeah, well, me too. I get the feeling that we both like a bit of some things.
そうだね。あ、お豆腐とかどうかな。
Well, tofu is great. And there's seaweed. Well, people say I'm like an old man when... And looks like Takaya's kind of hungry. Well, I'm sorry. Well, I guess my stomach is acting up after talking so much about food. Okay, so I noticed that I'm getting quite too long with this episode, so I'm going to stop here and continue the rest of the discussion in next episode. So at least we get to learn more about Miu here, and we get to see what her hobbies are. And I kind of feel like Miu wanted to talk to people about this, but she's too shy to do so. So before I close this episode, let's go back and see what happens if I pick the other options for those two choices. So the one with I trying to get Takaya to buy that box, and the other one where Miu asks Takaya about his opinion for her wearing glasses. So with that in mind, just hold on for a minute. Okay, so I'm back at the first selection screen, and this is the one where I tries to get Takaya to buy the box that she sleeps in. So let's see what happens if I pick the second option where Takaya agrees to buy the box for I. So, alright. Alright, fine. So, just this once, okay? I wonder why. It's hard for me to refuse I's request. Especially when I tries to be all lovey-dovey for Takaya. Wait, well, sorry. Well, I don't have that much on me. So, give up on it for now. So it's like, well, I can buy for I, but I don't have enough money. I spent it all on those books earlier.
じゃあ私が払うわね。あ、みゆちゃんにこのマグカップも。はい、羊さん。
Okay, so either way, Rina buys the box for I. So at least in this option, Takaya really wanted to help I, except he doesn't have money. But I'm pretty sure it also leads to I praising everyone except for Takaya. It's like, well, Takaya's being too harsh on me. Okay, so let's see the next option. So hold on for a moment. Okay, so I'm at the next option, and this is where Takaya notices that Miu wears glasses, and because Miu sits behind Takaya, he never knows that Miu wears glasses during class. So let's see what happens if Takaya mentions that the glasses looked good on Miu. Okay, so no, I think they're good, and they really look, or like they look really good on you. Really? So, is it true? Oh. So Miu's shaking her head back and forth in a fluster. Hey, so calm down, okay?
ありがとう。私、ちょっと変かなって心配してたから。
Okay. Well, they're not weird at all, and they really match your style.
ありがとう、堂本くん。
And after that, Miu and I focus on our reading. So I'm pretty sure this is where the other option will take us. So at least this one, it's a little bit longer. So even Miu thinks that, well, they probably look weird on me, and I'm surprised Takaya will praise me for this. So also in this episode, I kind of like how, despite Ai being a little bit out of the world, a little bit strange, she manages to come at the right moment to help Takaya, and she helps him in a big way. So the first time was when, in episode 1, Takaya fainted because he was seeing all these weird, unusual things, like Hire and her head. And now, this time, Ai protects Takaya from the thugs. So, maybe there's some interesting connection between Ai and Takaya that we have yet to discover. But anyways, with all that in mind, I'll see you later.